Hello, this is Pro-No TV. This is a story about Sumner Redstone and Viacom Incorporated and all the money they're making, all the arguments over there and all the unsophisticated practices. This is a company that I have been suing. They're corrupt. They paid off the judge at federal court and we're still going through it, but hopefully it's coming to an end now. But this is a story about Sumner Redstone and Viacom Incorporated and his daughter. Let's go.
Steve Sumner Redstone is chairman of CBS and Viacom. Bloomberg's contributing editor Bill Cohen is here with us. Bill, you've written about this subject quite a bit, and it's quite a
Sumner
drama.
saga.
It really is. It's sort of like a Shakespearean King Lear sort of saga going on.
It was when the two women were around, but they're not around anymore.
So this has not been confirmed, as I understand.
No, this is apparently a side deal between Sherry Redstone,
Sumner's daughter, who he is often in touch with, but it's not clear, what is the nature of their relationship at the moment. Some say it's better, some say it's not so good anymore. But it's apparently a smart business deal, in my opinion, between Sherry and Les, because Les has basically done a very good job at CBS, and it makes sense. Well, and let's just be clear about this. Nothing, even if this is right, nothing would happen right away, because Sumner Redstone is the chair.
Sumner Redstone is still the chair of both Viacom and CBS, and according to him, he's going to live forever and not go anywhere. So this is just sort of a theoretical.
But the terms of the trust, as best we understand, would have Sherry stepping up if something happened to Sumner.
That's correct. As well as there's a separate contractual agreement between Les
Pro-No TV, Viacom Incorporated,
about what would happen.
This is who I've been suing. They use corruption in the federal court, 500 Pearl Street, with Judge Loretta A. Prescott. They paid her off to destroy and cover up big lawsuits from Finesse Friends versus Viacom Incorporated and co-conspirators.
Lost in this Philippe Dumont, Les Moonves, even Bucas. Can you walk me through who wins, who loses? Here's who wins. Everybody, because they all got paid.
They're all corrupt.
Of course, these guys get paid a lot and have been getting paid a lot for a very, very long time. I think Philippe has made something like $330 million since he's been the CEO.
Not so bad.
Not so bad, and Les gets paid very well as well. So one thing that's clear is that they both get paid very well. What also is clear is that probably Sumner Redstone will not live forever. He's 92 now. He's increasingly infirm, although there's debates about exactly.
Well, I mean,
Shakespearean debates.
Let's talk about that. I mean, Shakespearean immortality. We're talking about a lot of interesting things.
And two very important and powerful media companies.
Unbelievably powerful. And palace intrigue is nothing new in the media world, certainly, or in corporate America.
But this one has it all.
But this one has it all. And this also has some pretty serious governance questions, right? I mean, just in terms of visibility and transparency and people not seeing something and not being allowed to see. I mean, what's happening there?
Well, so, I wrote this Vanity Fair piece in May, and of course they would not let me see Sumner. I said, well, let me see Sumner. But of course, that was nixed basically by the Viacom people. He did provide written answers to me. It's not clear that he actually wrote them. And that was when he had his two girlfriends around him. Now, they've both been jettisoned from the premises, and now one of them, Manuela Herzer, has filed this extraordinary lawsuit against Sumner, basically saying that he was incompetent and infirm and not.
He is incompetent, corrupt,
threw her out of the house and took her out of
and the whole corporation.
He needs a full medical examination.
Bill, apart from that, my understanding is when it comes to the board does not see Sumner regularly. Supposedly, Philippe Dumont talks with him once a week, and he reports back. It reminds me of Woodrow Wilson when he had the stroke and his wife was passing out messages about what the president had to say.
Yes, and of course Manuela Herzer says that that's not true, that Philippe is actually embroidering what he's seeing with Sumner and what's being said about Sumner. Very important governance issues are being said.
Hold on, we gotta go. Would you like to know my takeaway?
Yes,
more money, more problems. There you go.
Okay. This is a
Take it to Biggie Smalls.
Bill Cohen, Jason, we're both staying with us. I'm happy to say. Up next, the top stories you're reading
Pro-No TV.
This morning.
We will continue this, and this is evidence that I'm going to be using for my case. Okay? This is going to be continued. This is big, guys. It's corruption. It's court corruption. And being that I love the law and I love our court system and our laws in America, I will not stand back and let Viacom Incorporated and other big corporations hide the fact that they committed a heinous crime and paid off a big judge to cover up a crime that's supposed to be played out in court, in a courtroom, guys. But what they did was they used corruption. And you guys will hear about it soon. This is Pro No TV.